Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lucky Dog Racing League Season number 3. We are here with the Tour mods this season. Yes, it may say late model stocks, but it is the Tour modifieds this season. My name is Dylan McDonald for Core Racing Network here tonight on this beautiful Wednesday night. And first race of the season is going to be Richmond International Speedway. It is a 0.72 mile track. Air temperature and track temp is both going to be 77 degrees. So nice, cool, collective 77 degree racetrack. These cars have gotten a little bit more power than what they've always had. And now we're going to see what these drivers can do. First 3 seasons have been absolutely beautiful over here for the Lucky Dog Sim Racing League. Is going to go ahead and look down our grid for the first time here tonight this year. It's going to be Jeff Radke starting on pole, Sean Long in P number 2. Wally Babb is going to start P number 3. Sean Harrell in P number 4. Chris Luttrell starting at P number 5. Dalton McKinney in 6th. Joseph Griavala in 7th. Travis Decker in 8th. Patrick Dobzanski in 9th, Cody DeForge in 10th, John Fowler, P number 11, 12th, or Zach Bates in 11th, John Fowler in 12th, and your 13-car field is going to be Jeffrey Vickery. Tour mods. Again, like I said, taking the stage here this afternoon. And there you go, a beautiful look at all of these cars out here on the track. Open wheels. Don't want to touch another opponent, as you know that could effectively end your night here tonight. One fast repair sitting in the pits. You got to take a little bit of fuel before the end of the race, but still going to be a great show here tonight. Barney the flagman up on the flag stand. They're going to do one more pace lap all the way in and around. All 13 cars doing what they can do. And here momentarily we're going to set them loose and see some high speed action going down into turn number 1 and 2. Get you a nice little digger cam here to show you guys what kind of camera angles we're going to see here tonight. Got a digger, turn number 1 and 2. You got a turn 2 exit camera with a backstretch as well. So if there's anybody out there that has been a part of this Lucky Dog series that knows a couple of these people, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a comment out there in the chat. See who you would like to see get the first win of the season. Barney with a green flag in his hand. We are underway here as people have started to blink there momentarily, but nonetheless we are back underway. Alrighty, Jeff Radke out to a great lead over Wally Babb and Sean Harrell. 2 wide towards the back. Is going to go ahead back here with Joseph Griavala in the number 47 machine. Menards Wicks Filters as he is sitting at P at number 7. Patrick Dobransky trying to make his way around. Joseph so far just not able to get there. There he goes, making the inside work. And but the outside going to have the momentum for the number 47 as he's going to get clear of Patrick. Down into turn number 1. Joseph riding that outside, getting all the momentum. Is going to have to do a little bit of a crossover there. Can't get down to the inside to make a move on Dalton McKinney in the number 46 machine. As the 24 of Patrick able to move around Joseph. As it sits right now, I would have just said, hey, you know what? Super early. Go ahead, take that position. I'll just go ahead and follow on in and behind. Zach Bates in the number 19 machine, obviously one of the Season 3 veterans out here. Is he normally runs a Tesla paint scheme, and I don't think he's got a Tesla paint scheme made just yet. But last season I knew he had the Tesla paint scheme. He ended up making it and turned all of his volume down so you could have the complete immersion of the Tesla. So Zach Bates out here repping the number 19 Mishimoto Tour Mod. Travis Decker, another newcomer here in the number 41 machine, he is currently running P number 10. Cody DeForge had a little bit of a moment there, coming up off of the corner, almost got into the wall, but keeping it up and off. John Fowler in the number 48 machine, making his second season here in the Tour Mods, and making it look kind of good. Kind of trying to get used to the car as it sits right now. In Jeff Vickery, sporting a new number this season. Went from the number 21 all the way down to the number 51. So Jeff Vickery just out here collecting some laps. As we've been looking at that, there's been some battling going on throughout the field. As you can see, everybody kind of bunched up together here. And nobody so far is closing in on the race leader. Joseph Griavala down to the inside of the number 24 machine of Patrick. He's got his right front tire on the inside of Patrick, but Patrick's going to have the outside momentum coming up off the corner. I did happen to see a couple of drivers get onto that apron just a tiny little bit, and that's going to cause a little bit of disruption for some drivers, as they could get a little loose. Joseph trying to go up to the top shelf there, not going to be able to get it done. Oh, beautiful corner exit there. A little bit of wall scraping from Zach Bates back there in the number 19, but able to keep it straight. Joseph Griavala looking to the outside yet again. Has a great couple set of corners. Just not able to get the power down and get around Patrick so far. Dalton McKinney's loving this as Joseph tags the wall coming out of turn number 2. And you don't want to burn those tires off super quick. You kind of just want to be right there in the middle. Joseph raced with him on Thursday nights in the Ghost Racing League. Good to see him coming on out here in the Tour Mods. And here comes Sean Harrell in the number 6, the 19 of Zach Bates, tagging the wall yet again out of turn number 2. Joseph, another great corner. Just not able to get alongside of Patrick. Patrick's got the right mindset here, getting super close. Joseph almost tagging the wall, doing a little bit of a Tokyo drift. And now Joseph under fire from Sean Harrell. Sean Harrell peeks to the outside. It goes all the way down to the inside, and Sean Harrell going to take that position over. A little bit of tire tap there from the 6 and the 47. Luckily, nobody got turned on that incident there. That could have been really bad. But Joseph going to be able to drop back one more position, as he's going to go super hard with these drivers. There is, I believe, a stage break. Can't remember what lap it is. Actually, no stages. So no stages for these drivers. They're going to run it all the way out and then through. It is definitely going to be a fun race. Is looking up here, Wally Babb sitting P number 2 momentarily over Sean Long and Chris Luttrell. Chris Luttrell having a great start to the season, running at P number 4, but trying to run down the number 3 machine of Jeff Radke. Jeff Radke pretty much starting off where he left off in the front of the field. Wants to keep that streak alive. One of the well-known racers in the Lucky Dog Lucky Dog Racing League series, has won championships in multiple races. Guys, want to get in on the action? Lucky Dog Racing League is always looking for more drivers. So go ahead and get signed up, get you on in here. We'd love to have you, as they race 2 nights a week, Wednesday and Thursday. You'll see me down on the track instead of up here in the broadcast booth. I'll be down to the truck series racing with these gentlemen and ladies. But so far, 21 laps in out of 85, and it's been Jeff Radke all night long so far, leading the way. I want to give a big shout out to Genesis Technologies and Butt Kicker for coming on board once again here this season. But nonetheless, still a great group of guys to be running with, as we have a good battle here. Zach Bates looking down to the inside of the number 41 of Travis Decker. And maybe those couple little wall taps that Zach Bates had there towards the beginning might be catching up with him, as he's going to give it another wall tap there coming off turn number 2. Seems like turn 2 exit is giving people the most fits, as Wally Babb back under pressure from the number 84. These two have pretty much been nose to tail since the start of the run, and looks like maybe pit stops going to occur here any time for a lot of these drivers. Everybody's keeping it kind of off that apron, which is good to see. You don't really want to hit that apron, as you know, the apron will get you loose. You see they're getting super close to it, but that's about as close as you want to get to it. I don't know what it is, but you barely touch an apron in a tour mod, and the car wants to go ahead and spin on around. But nobody's done it, as Sean Long looking to try to make a move on the number 99, gets right up on the back bumper, just can't find a way around because these cars are so evenly matched. But Sean Long, currently sitting P number 3, doesn't want to put himself or Wally Babb in a position where they could both potentially spin out and cause a wreck. But while these two are going at it, that's allowing the 46 and the 00 to catch along with second and third. Speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and go back and look at Dalton McKinney right now. Birdies Blooms wrap it up. Number 46 looking to take over P number 4. If he can get to the back bumper of that 00, who's having one heck of a night here tonight. Running to P number 4. Is the 24, Patrick. Is under fire from the number 6 of Sean Harrell. Sean Harrell to the top shelf. And Patrick gonna let a little bit of a tag. There's gonna be a caution. Beautiful save by the number 6 to not spin out completely. I'm going to go ahead and go back to a quick CRN replay. Got to rewind it here due to not being able to have it up on the replay. But here you see Patrick getting a bad corner entry all the way down to the inside. He's trying, just tags the number 6. The 6 is going to lock it down, but he's not going to hit the wall, and that's going to bring out the first yellow flag here. And that is something that you don't really want to see here, is the 6 of Sean Harrell. Going to go into pit lane. Everybody going to follow into pit lane here momentarily, as 4 tires in fuel going to probably be the call for a lot of these drivers. I could potentially see 4 tires in fuel. But while we have our first yellow flag, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed to CRN, all the way up to almost 800 subscribers. Can't thank y'all enough. Would love to see us get the next goal for ourselves at 800. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to CRN. Helps us out greatly. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you guys comment down who you guys are rooting for. If there's somebody out there that you guys want to see more of, let me know in the comments. I can try to do my absolute best on bringing you some more. Looking at it now, 35 laps to go under green is absolutely beautiful. But if you haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, share with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your dog, your cat, your ferret, your bird. It doesn't matter what kind of animal you have. Your toilet. You may never know. Your toilet might like to watch some of these races. Just got to share it around with your family and friends as well. And get the name CRN out there. And if you guys have any leagues that would like to be featured here on a CRN, make sure you guys get a hold of us on Facebook. Core Racing Network -CRN on Facebook. Give us a message. We will message back as soon as we possibly can with the earliest convenience. Make sure to give the page a like and a follow. Let's get ready to go green. It's going to be Wally Babb. Chris Luttrell to the point through the Geico restart zone. Wally Babb gets a beautiful jump on that out inside. Chris Luttrell, though, going to lose a couple of spots all the way in and through turn number 1 and 2. He's going to drop all the way back to, it looks about 4th or 5th. Jeff Radke looking down to the inside. Wally Babb not going to let it happen here yet. Jeff Radke on 4 tires, Wally Babb on 2. Who's going to have the better advantage, 2 or 4? Here we go. Jeff Radke down to the inside. Wally Babb going to try to contend. Not able to do so. Jeff Radke back to the point. Maybe a little bit of a crossover. No, he thought about it, just couldn't get there. Joseph Griavala up to P at number 3, up 4 positions from where he has started. So looking at the biggest mover there so far, as Zach Bates up to P number 7. Looking down the inside of Chris Luttrell. Oh, a lot of bit of uh-oh moment there for the number 48. Almost tagging the wall and getting a little bit loose coming out of turn number 2. And that is the trouble spot for a lot of these drivers so far, is turn 2. Jeff Vickery making his way on around in the Cody DeForge. And the number 88 is going to tag the wall on exit. But so far, everybody trying to do what they can. Travis Decker, the number 41, kind of sitting in the back, taking his time. He's got the 6 and the 24 right in front of him. Patrick taking a low entry again. Going to get through it this time. Fresher tires, going to look and see what they can do. is the number 41, Travis Decker, looking to the inside of Sean Harrell now, going into turn number 1. Coming out of turn number 2, it's still going to be Sean Harrell now sitting back in the back. Dawg McKinney and the number 46 machine. I really talked about him. He has cracked the top 5 finally. Sitting in the top 5. There you go. You got a little bit of that apron. You've seen how much that car started to wiggle. Dalton McKinney trying to get anything and everything out of that number 46 machine to catch up to the number 84 of Sean Long, who has sat P3 pretty much all night long. Is now following behind the number 47 machine. Wally Babb, even on 2 tires, is keeping the pressure on Jeff Radke all over that rear bumper. Go ahead to the nose of the number 3, or of the number 99. You can see he's keeping that right up on him. I'll give you guys another look at the right front suspension. So you guys can see no fenders on these cars whatsoever. So pretty much you lock tires, you're going to lock tires. That's pretty much how it's going to go. Wally Babb trying to keep up with the number 3 machine. Going to look low. He's there. Jeff Radke is going to have to change his line, take a higher arc, or do something. Here comes Wally Babb down to the inside. Jeff Radke going to have the run coming up off the corner. And John Fowler down into pit lane. Not sure what happened to the number 48 machine. But he's going to take that machine into pit lane, get some more service on it, and get it back out here with everybody else. As Wally Babb gets a really good run out of turn number 3 and 4, just can't get it done down into 1 and 2. Jeff Radke gonna let him get clear. New race leader Wally Babb, under green flag conditions, was able to pass Jeff Radke back. So maybe 2 tires is the way to go. Just got to give him a few laps to get those rights heated on up. Wally Babb took 2 tires. And now he is out to the front and starting to pull away from Jeff Radke. A little bit of a bobble there between the top 2. Coming up on lap number 50. And there it is, Jeff Radke looking down to the inside. What is Wally Babb going to do? He's just going to let him have the position, not going to give him too much of a fight. A little bit of a rebuttal here. Jeff Radke going to take a higher arc. Give Wally Babb the room down on the inside just because if he did get down to his inside. But it's going to be Jeff Radke with the race lead yet again. Looking at the number 46. I would say, yes, that is gold and white if I were to do anything. Yeah, I would say that's white. Gold and white. Is Joseph Griavala under attack from the number 84. 84 down to the inside. Ooh, they got a little bit close between the 47 and the 84. 47 going to be able to make his way. And here comes Dalton McKinney trying to crack the top 4. Thought he was going to be there, but not yet. Is Dalton McKinney trying to do what he can to get around the number 84. He's got to eye up those runs one more time and get himself into position. Cody DeForge getting it passed by the number 51 of Jeff Vickery, who's up 5 positions from where he has started. So biggest mover is going to be the number 51 of Jeff Vickery. Back here in the back, Patrick having his own little battle with Sean Harrell and Travis Decker, who at the start of this race was on absolute fire, making his way up through the field and ended up having the turn 3 endangerment. But while we have this nice green flag run, we're going to go ahead and turn the mics down, turn the engines up, and give you guys a little bit of "You Love to Hear It." We'll be right back. Alrighty, under caution for the second time here tonight, Sean Long getting involved here. Going to see what happened to the number 84 machine. Goes down to the inside, and it looks like he's already loose going into the corner. But he got on that apron. Gets it sideways. Dalton McKinney right behind him. Slows up, gives him just the littlest tap. And Sean Long I'm going to go ahead and spin it completely around. I don't think he hits the wall. Maybe not. Oh, just the slightest little wall tap for the number 84 machine. But nonetheless, still in good shape. Jeff Radke sitting P number 1. Jeff Vickery sitting at P number 2 on the field. Wally Babb is going to be out there in P number 3, first car with tires and fuel. 4th is going to be Zach Bates. 5th, Joseph Griavala. 6th is going to be Chris Luttrell. 7th, Sean Long. 8th, Sean Harrell. 9th, Dalton McKinney. 10th, Cody DeForge. 11th, Travis Decker. 12th is going to be Patrick Dobransky. 13th will be John Fowler. I'm not sure what's going on with the number 48 machine. Is he still sitting in pit lane? Everybody's double file so far. Pace lights are on one more time. As you can tell, these drivers are already ready to go and get this race on going. Pace lights off this time by. Everybody's going to double file it up. Jeff Radke electing to take the inside. Jeff Vickery on the out. Jeff Radke's got the go-go button here. Jeff and Jeff show. P1, P2 through the Geico restart zone. We are back underway. And Jeff Radke getting a beautiful launch on the field. Looks like Zach Bates almost tagged the number 99 machine, able to get it up off of his quarter panel. There, the 24 gets spun around, tap of the wall, big contact for the number 24. And that's going to bring out one more caution as he gets that back going the right way. As we're going to go ahead and rewind it here and to see exactly what happened with the number 24. Looking at him now. Oh, he gets loose coming out of 2. Oh, well, you haven't seen that on a restart. Super sideways. Gets caught by the number 41. The 41's going to go up in the air with him. 24 going to slide into the wall with her. Oh yeah. Fast repair worthy for that number 24 machine. Luckily, he's able to keep it rolling. Didn't break a tire. Looks like the 24 electing to stay out. So maybe not a lot of damage on that number 24 like we think it is. Looks like Patrick is going to be back there in the back and just ride and see what happens. The 41 into pit lane, taking that fast repair, coming on out. But it's going to be Jeff Radke. Once again, leading these drivers to the green flag. Jeff Vickery losing 1 position. So Wally Babb's going to move up to P number 2. Is not the way that your race wants to go. Is Jeff Radke warming up those tires? Is Radke going to take the inside once more? I'm going to put Wally Babb up there on the outside. This could be a great race here for a lot of these drivers. Wally Babb's got the speed for Jeff Radke. But how far does Wally Babb want to push it? We've got 15 laps left here tonight. Jeff Radke, Wally Babb. Going to bring these drivers to the green flag. We're underway here from Richmond. And a great restart from Wally Babb. Pretty much try to stick it to his outside, just not able to get the momentum. And here we go. Down to the turn number 3 and 4, side by side. Back here with Joseph Griavala and Jeff Vickery. Jeff Vickery giving Joseph all the room that he could ever desire. Jeff Vickery down to the inside. Joseph Griavala keeping it tight on him. The 19 ends up spinning it on around. Keeps it going, though. Beautiful slide there. Going to go ahead and go back here. Watch this CRA replay. He pretty much drifts the whole turn 1 and turn 2. Gets it on that apron. Something you don't want to see. Down to the inside. Oh, clobbers the wall. Engine blown right away. And it jumped to pit lane. But able to get it straightened out up here. Is Joseph down to the inside of Jeff Vickery. Throws it on in there. But Jeff Vickery going to have the momentum coming out of the corner. 10 laps to go here from Richmond. And so far, it's been between these two drivers up here, the 99 and the 3. 99 was able to get around the number 3 during one of the green flag runs. Lead a couple of laps and gave the lead right on back to the number 3. Is the 99 trying to do what he can do to get back up there. Patrick Dobransky sitting at P at number 7. Cody DeForge right in front of him is Chris Luttrell sitting at P at number 5. So pretty much sitting right where he has started. Seeing him up there in the top 3. Fell down to the P number 5 position. Jeff Vickery, biggest mover in P number 4, sitting 9 positions from where he has started. Joseph Griavala holding that final podium position. And then you got a battle starting to heat up between Wally Babb and Jeff Radke. Gap was down to 0.1. Now it's up to 0.2. Oh. The 47 getting into the wall a little bit. But able to hold off P number 4 as of right now. The 6, Sean Harrell into pit lane this time by. 5 laps remaining here from Richmond. Coming to 5 laps to go as they take the 5 to go signal. Relatively clean race here tonight. Jeff Radke able to hold off the late charge from the number 99 as of right now, but the 99 is not wanting to go anywhere. He wants to put as much pressure onto the number 3 and try to force him into a mistake down to turn number 1 and 2. See the rest of the field coming on by. Nice little digger cam. Turn 2 exit. The backstretch. And that's just the difference between everything is Wally Babb lost a little bit of time to Jeff Radke. 3 laps remaining. Jeff Vickery under all the pressure from Chris Luttrell. He's using that inside to his advantage. Is Dalton McKinney back here battling in P number 8, down 2 positions from where he has started. Sean Long is down 7. So not the way that they want to go. They want to go the opposite way than what they're going. White flag is out this time by for Jeff Radke. Sitting P number 1 over the number 99, but I don't think the 99 is going to be able to get there this time by out of turn number 3 and 4. Jeff Radke going to start off where he finished, getting the first win of the season here in the Tour Mods at Richmond. Everybody else coming on around Second is going to be Wally Babb. Third is going to be Joseph Griavala. Fourth will be Jeff Vickery, able to hold on strong. Chris Luttrell, P number 5. Cody DeForge in 6th. Patrick Dobransky in 7th. Dalton McKinney in 8th. Sean Long in 9th. Travis Decker in 10th. Sean Harrell in 11th. 12th is going to be Zach Bates. And the 13th will be John Fowler. Jeff Radke going to try to burn it down here for us. It's kind of it is a little hard in the Tour Mods to get those tires going. I'm going to go ahead and take it through the grass real quick. Get it going in that direction that it needs it to go. But Jeff Radke gets the job done here tonight. Going to go ahead and bring up the official results here tonight. Jeff Radke with the race win. Wally Babb sitting P number 2. Joseph Griavala in 3rd. Jeff Vickery in 4th. Chris Luttrell in 5th. Cody DeForge in 6th. Patrick Dobransky in 7th. Dalton McKinney in 8th. Sean Long in 9th. And running out your top 10 is going to be Travis Decker. 11th will be Sean Harrell. 12th is going to be Zach Bates. 13th is going to be John Fowler. We'll go ahead and grab our 3rd place finisher, and that is going to be Joseph Griavala. See if we just can't find him in the broadcast. There he is. Joining us now is the person that finished P number 3 here tonight. That's going to be the number 47 of Joseph Griavala. Joseph, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
All right, Joseph. I know you from Ghost. We ran together last season in the Ghost Racing League, but now you're coming out here in the Tour Mods for Lucky Dawg, and you had pace pretty much the whole night here tonight. Just couldn't find your way all the way up to the top position. What was more difficult in this car? Keeping it off the wall, coming off turn number 2, keeping it straight off of all the corners, or keeping it off the apron going down into the corners?
I think the apron was the crutch there. That was my biggest worry. I could keep it off the wall if I didn't blow a corner or, miss something like that. I'd be all right. But it was weird. Like if you even get close to the yellow line, you start to go around, not even cross it. But that was my biggest concern is the apron.
Yeah, apron and the Tour Mods. I don't know what it is about the apron at any track, basically, with these Tour Mods, but they just kind of go all the way around. You would think maybe, apron's got a little bit of give and take, but no, not in the Tour Mods. But, first season here with Lucky Dawg Racing League, and you pretty much made it your own, kind of. You were showing everybody that, hey, you know what, I can get up there, I can battle for potentially a race win. You come home in P number 3 here tonight at Richmond. Great start off to your season. You're up 4 positions where you started, so not at all in all, not a bad way to start the season. Obviously, you got Myrtle Beach next week. You got to worry about the Turtles, the turn 4 wall. You don't really have to necessarily worry about an apron, but you got to worry about a weird turn 1 entry.
Track not. I think I've been there once or twice, so I'm gonna need to put in some practice on that one. But this car in general, I not run it a lot. I'm glad my buddy Johnny invited me to the league or told me about it. But these guys are man, they're hard racers. It was a lot of take here tonight, so you gotta kind of muscle your way through it here and there also, and kind of make the elbows wide a little bit. So a little bit of push bar action never hurts, right? But yeah, that's the guys they're rough, but they're good racers. So I'm glad to race with them. But Myrtle Beach is that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely going to be a great show to be put on next week. And Joseph, before we let you get out of here, is there anybody on that number 47 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my biggest supporter, Dad, always watching the races whenever he can. So I'm glad we can kick off this season with the top 3. Congrats to the race winner, number 3 Jeffrey and P2 Wally. Those guys were the class of the field. I think they're perfect. You'd have to be perfect to run with them. I could kind of get that line here and there, but they were perfect every time. So it got some work to do to keep up with them guys. And congrats I want to thank the league owners for letting me in, all the competitors, and you for putting the show on.
All right, Joseph, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that third place finish here tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
We'll try and be there.
All right, this is going to be our third place finisher of Joseph Griavala. We're going to go ahead and move on up to our second place finisher. That's going to be Mr. Wally Babb. Going to go ahead and bring him on in here. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of a clap for Mr. Wally Babb. Had to do it, but Wally, this is still in the broadcast booth. You got a copy.
I copy. You hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you loud and clear. Wally, you pretty much had it right there. It was there for your taking. You took 2 tires on the first caution, fell back behind Jeff Radke there for a little bit, but you used your tires to your advantage, able to pass Jeff under green flag conditions, lead a couple laps, but him being on 4 tires, you being on 2, that was pretty much a given for him to get that lead right on back. But what more towards the end of this race did you need to put the pressure back onto that number 3?
Well, in all honesty, I'm trying to race the fastest man alive here, and he's fast. I don't know if he's like a robot. He don't make mistakes, a lot. So I'm trying to get that out of my head why I'm trying to race him. And there's been a couple times where I could probably dive, inside, but it really wouldn't help me coming on the exit because I know he'll pass me right back. So I just wanted a good, clean race, and I wanted to stay with him.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, it like everybody always says, it's one thing to catch somebody, but it's another thing to try to pass them. And with these cars, they're super evenly matched, so it's not like, okay, well, I can get you here, but no, we're going to be side by side.
That's this track, like if you can run the fast line, it's really hard to pass.
Yeah,
unless you're Radke, he can make that pass.
Yeah.
But I did start driving it a little harder after that first pit stop. I was like, well, heck, my tires are better than theirs on the right side. The lefts really didn't wear that much. So I'm like, okay, I need to drive it a little harder. And then I started driving a little harder towards the end. But it just wasn't enough to get him.
Yeah, it just fell one position short. It's just the beginning of the season. You've gotten the win off your back here towards with these series. So, obviously you already know what it feels like to be in victory lane. You know what it takes to get it done. Now, next week we have Myrtle Beach, 120 laps in the afternoon. Weird turn 1 entry. You got little turtles going into turn number 1. Obviously, those are going to be big on not hitting. Turn 4, you got a wall that you can get uber close to, so you definitely got to watch out for that. But with him going to be starting in the back next week for getting their first race win, what does that mean for you going into next week?
That means I need to plan out a strategy. So they were trying to do it where the fuel run would get you all the way through the race and not have to take fuel, but the way it's working out, we're going to have to pit, which we all like better anyways, to have that strategy. So they're going to leave that. So that's the thing is I gotta knock that strategy and, keep a clean race. And I don't know if you noticed anybody, if they hit the apron on this track, that thing's gone. Just a little bit of apron and she washes out.
Yeah, that's almost every race track with the Tour mod. I don't know what it is, but these cars do not like the apron. Zach Bates later in the run tagged the apron, did a little bit of a Tokyo drift all the way around and nosed it into the wall and blew the motor. So
I tried a few times in practice to try to save it, and I just couldn't figure it out yet. So
yeah, just a little bit of save, and it just kind of hooks you right back to the top side, and you just kind of you're just there for the ride once that happens.
But it was fun. I mean, it was I feel like the shorter tracks we come on are going to be a lot more hard racing. You know, just being more bunched up. This one was kind of, you get a line, you get going. I felt pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're always going to be feeling very good about anything. But Wally, before I let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 99 you'd like to give a shout out to?
Got a shout out to Lucky Dawg Racing League and everybody that puts on that. Shout out to you at CRN for the broadcast. I can't wait to watch it. And all my threat level teammates, buddies, we all pretty much talk during the week. And I got to give a shout out to Ranky. He's beating me, but he's training me, and he don't even know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see? See?
I think that's about, you know.
Well, Mr. Wally Babb, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Get ready for tomorrow night's race in the trucks, as I'll be down there with you, racing with you.
Wait,
so
I thought they were holding that off.
I honestly don't know. Last I checked, we were racing.
They might be putting it off because I don't think they've got it full, like enough people in there yet.
Oh, well.
But if they do, I don't know if my kids got sports going on Thursdays.
Okay.
But I'll try.
All right, buddy. Well, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate the second place finish here tonight, and we'll be talking to you again momentarily.
Next week.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to keep the confidence going.
All right. I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to talk to you next week.
All right. That'll work.
All right, buddy. You take care.
See you, Dylan.
All right, this is going to be our second place finisher of Wally Babb. Going to go ahead and come up to this man right here. And that's going to be the number 3 of Jeff Radke. I know we're kind of cutting the time a little bit short here momentarily. So first off, congrats, good win, and any shout-outs. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Jeff Radke, driver the number 3, modified in the broadcast booth. Now, Jeff, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. We're not running out of time, so you don't have to worry about that. But, man, put it on pole. The first run, you were pretty much checked out there, and I thought maybe for sure nobody was going to be able to catch you, but those timely cautions bunched everybody back up, and Wally Babb was on your back bumper for as long as he possibly could make it. Took 2 tires on that first pit stop, was able to get back around you, but those 4 tires came back in and propelled you back up to the front.
Yeah, I saw him take 2. I took 4 the first stop. You don't really use too much lefts here at Richmond, but I noticed that he was able to hang on pretty well. So my next stop, I took 2 just to keep track position. And once I had the clean air out front, it was going to be tough for him to get around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we could see it throughout the whole entire pack. Some drivers can do it on the outside. Some like the inside more than others. But, you know, you also have that dreaded apron getting you to turn your car the other way. Luckily for you, just like Wally said, you're like a robot. You don't really make mistakes out there on the racetrack, and it was proven here tonight. Pretty much once you got to the lead, you kept it every line the same until somebody got underneath you or to the outside. You kind of kept it away from them, not trying to side draft or get the dreaded net code or even try to tag with the Nerf bars.
Yeah, pretty much. I figured if he was going to dive bomb me, he was going to dive the bottom. So there towards the end, I started kind of running about a half lane to a lane up just to see what my car would do up there in case he did. But luckily, I was able to let him wear his stuff out and then started to pull away a little bit there with about 3 to 2 to go. And so I kind of figured I had it locked up at that point.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. And with the newer update with the tour mods, a little bit more power. They get a little bit loose, a little more easier than what they used to. But nonetheless, you're able to come home with a race win. Next week, Myrtle Beach, kind of an oblong track, I guess you could say. Turn 1's a little bit different than most turn 1s. You got the turtles in turn 1, and then it's like almost kind of a double apex for turn number 1, just to get the turn 1 keys down. And then turn 3 and 4, you're going to be right up along the wall, kind of like Five Flags, and that it's just going to be an all-out brawl for that race. I mean, obviously you got many ways you can enter turn 1, but it's also going to come down to being there at the end where you want to be at. And obviously with you starting at the back next week due to winning tonight's race, I already know your strategy. Be patient, make your time up when you possibly can, and keep yourself out of trouble.
Yeah, it's a little different this season, though. I don't have that stage to fall back on like last season. So we're going to have to adjust the strategy a little bit and see if I can make my way to the front a little sooner if I have to wait.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to be one of those thorns in somebody's side where, all right, you know what? If I can't pass you, I'm going to dump you. And that's something that nobody really does here in this league, so that's always great to see. But, Jeff, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 3 machine you'd like to give a shout-out to?
My wife, of course. She lets me do this every week. You for putting on the broadcast. I know it gets probably kind of boring up there at some points, but it is fun to go back and watch. And Vickery for putting on the league for us to do.
All right, Jeff, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. And hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Plan on it.
All right, buddy. See? Keeping the streak alive for Jeff Radke. All right, that's going to do it for our top 3 interviews here tonight. All in all, a great race. Couple cautions here and there, but not the cautions that we could have anticipated here tonight for the Lucky Dog Racing League. Jeff Radke pretty much leaving right where he left off with the race win. He's got to start from the back and work his way all the way back up to the front. I want to thank everybody out there in the broadcast chat rooting on all their favorite drivers, Barry, Kistler, Johnny Williams, Stephen Ford, everybody out there following along each and every week. Tomorrow night, Core GT Series comes back at Catalina. If the Truck Series does not go tomorrow, I will be in the broadcast booth with Carl Handwork tomorrow night for the Core GT League. And then Friday night, no broadcast along with Saturdays. Sunday night, you're going to see me back in the broadcast booth for the Core All-Star Race. That's right. I'm going to be back up in the broadcast booth for the Core Racing Premier Series All-Star Race. Can't wait to see how that one goes. Coverage for that begins at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Monday night, no broadcast for CRN, but Tuesday night, we have nothing going on. Wednesday night, you're going to be, or Tuesday, I apologize. We have the Core Xfinity Series back on the track at Dover next week. So you're going to catch John Nobiger and Brendan Polt in the broadcast for that one. Make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday night for that high-flying racing. Wednesday night, you're going to be right back here at Myrtle Beach in the Tour Mods with myself at the broadcast booth and maybe my compadre, who I haven't heard from in forever. Going to be Ricky Gonzalez back in the broadcast booth with me here on Wednesday nights. And then back to the Core GT Series that following Thursday. I want to thank everybody who has liked, share, subscribed to CRN. I want to give a big shout out to Genesis Technologies and Buck Kicker for coming on board this season with Lucky Dog Racing League. And with that being said, my name is Dylan for CRN. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.